So let's begin with a yin pose. We're going to come into butterfly posture. So bringing the soles of the feet together and having them a little way away from you so that you create a nice diamond shape with your legs. Some people might want to sit up on a cushion if they feel like they're rounding backwards and the pelvis is quite difficult to tilt forwards. Then by all means raise yourself up onto a cushion. So just bring the hands gently to rest on the feet. Just feel that nice length and extension through the spine, just connecting with your breath. And then just slowly start to explore the depth of the posture. You're not forcing, you're not pulling yourself, you're just allowing gravity to bring you forwards. You might bring the elbows out to the side if you're lowering down a little bit. And when you come to that place where you're not lowering anymore, just be content to stay there. So we're starting with this posture just to ease out the lower spine, just to take a few minutes to decompress the sacrolumbar area, opening out the hip joints. You might feel it in the inner thighs, the groin area, maybe your outer hips. So we're trying to relax the musculature. We're not holding tension consciously in the body. There's no muscular effort. So just letting go here. You can let the chin drop down towards the chest. You can find some length through the back of the neck. If you have a block to hand, you might even place a block under your forehead. It's very nice often to have some support. But we're not going to hold it for too long. Maybe a minute or two. Just enough time to let the fascia release. Now, if you have any instability in the lower spine, if you've had any disc displacement, holding a forward bend for any length of time is probably not recommended. So if that applies to you, if you have any lower back issues, keep the feet the way they are, but just come and lie on the back, and you'll get the full benefit of the pose through the lower body and just relaxing through the upper body. So 6 or so more breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Softening around the navel area. Just enjoying the movement of the breath. Just becoming still, like the surface of a pond. Softening around your jaw, your eyes, relaxing through your throat. And then taking your hands and just take them to your outer thighs if you're lying down. If you're still seated, then just gently start to come up using your inhale. And come and lie down on your backs, and we'll all meet together, just drawing your knees in towards your chest. Apanasana. Hugging the knees in, maybe just doing a few circles in one direction. And then circling in the opposite direction. And then go ahead and keep hugging the right knee in towards you, and you can place your left foot on the floor. And then that left leg can extend out along the mat. Turning circles with the right foot, so easing into your right ankle, maybe a couple of times in one direction, and then turning in the opposite way. Hugging that knee in. Let's peel up, head, neck, shoulders, rounding. So trying to bring your nose towards your right knee, flexing your right foot. And then release back down, interlacing the hands behind the back of the leg. You're going to extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Just opening up the hamstrings, back of the knee, calf. Maybe drawing that leg any amount in towards you. And then extending the leg. So just resist the leg a little bit away from you. So the foot is reaching up towards the ceiling. And then again with the head, you're going to lift the head, neck, shoulders, rounding up, and just float the left leg just up off the floor. If you don't need this hand, extend the fingertips for one-footed half boat pose. Lower belly pressing down towards the floor. And then release. Catch hold of the outer edge of the foot, coming into half happy baby or half stirrup pose. And then bending the left knee, placing the left foot on the ground. Let's guide the right foot to the outside edge of that left knee for thread the needle. Right hand comes between the legs, interlacing the fingers behind the back of that left thigh. Some of you might have the flexibility to take the hands around the shin, just under the knee. So right knee drawing away from the face as you draw the left thigh or the left shin in. So opening up the back, the outer edges of the right hip, and really try and take the breath deep into the pelvis like a balloon expanding into your right hip. And then taking the arms wide out to the side, go ahead, you're going to twist over towards the left. Keep that feet and the legs in the position that they were in. Just nice, gentle twist over towards the left. Arms extended, maybe the gaze can go out towards the right hand. And then exhaling back into center. Uncross the feet, place the feet both on the ground. Let's take the arms by your sides and we'll just lift up into a bridge pose. So engaging through the hamstrings, through the gluteal muscles, peeling the spine up and off the floor, extending your knees straight forwards. Find the breath here. And then exhale, gently rolling all the way back down. Hugging your left knee in towards you. Extending your right leg, little circles with that left foot. Opening up the ankle joints. A few times in one direction and then going in the opposite way. Good. Flexing the foot, peeling up, head coming up, shoulders off the floor, nose to knee, really hugging that knee as close as you can towards you. And then release back down, extending through that left leg, flexing the foot up towards the ceiling. Drawing that leg any amount in towards you. Feeling into the back of the leg. Really find your breath. Breathe into the back of the hamstring, opening up the back of the knee, calf, heel reaching towards the ceiling. And then find some resistance. Bring that leg back so it's straight up off the floor, straight away from you. It almost feels like you're trying to pull the leg towards you, but the leg is resisting. And then lifting the head, rolling any amount up off the floor, floating your right leg straight, just maybe an inch or two off the ground. You can stay here, you can use the strength of your left leg to keep yourself up, or see if you can balance here, fingertips pointing towards the front of the room. Find the breath. And then exhale, release, half happy baby. Reach for the outer edge of that left foot, guiding the knee towards the armpit, past the armpit towards the floor. If it makes it a little bit easier for you, then bend the right leg if you can kind of get deeper into the hip that way. Really exploring the breath, gently opening out that left side, left hip, and then we'll come in to thread the needle. So if you haven't already bent that right leg, bend the right leg, guide the foot to the outside edge, and then thread through. Left hand comes between the legs, catching hold of the back of the right thigh, maybe the shin. Keep the left foot flexed. You can relax the right foot. Drawing in, find your breath, deep breaths into the pelvic area, spreading that breath into the left hip, grounding the left side of the sacrum. And then release the arms out to the side, nice T shape with the arms. And then go ahead, taking your twist over to the right. So keeping the legs, roughly the way they were in that shape. Maybe the gaze can drop out over towards the left fingers. Take 2 or 3 nice breaths here. And then gaze comes back into the center. Draw the legs back in towards you. Place the feet again, your hip width, knees bent. And just actually take the feet a little bit wider. Take the feet towards the width of the mat and lift into a wide bridge pose. Toes can point out slightly if you like, or they can be parallel, whatever feels more comfortable. Lifting up, really engaging through the backs of the legs. Strong work from the hamstrings and the gluteal muscles. Staying up as high as you can, heel toe your feet in until they're touching. You probably won't be able to lift up as high as you can, hugging the adductor muscles in, hugging the inner thigh muscles. And then release all the way down. Knees float in towards you. Catching hold of the outside edges of the feet, come into full happy baby pose. Grounding the lower back, lengthening the lower spine. Option here to move the legs out towards straight. So you might need to release the feet. You might be able to hold on to the big toes with the first 2 fingers, or you could have the hands on the calf or the ankle, pressing the feet away from you. Flexing the feet. Doesn't matter if the legs don't straighten, it's fine. Just feeling that nice stretch, nice lengthen through the inside line of the leg. And then let go of the feet or whatever you are holding. Take the hands between the legs and peel up, head, neck, chest, reaching towards the front. We're going to pulse here. Exhale. Up. So staying up, just pulsing for 5 breaths. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hugging the knees back in towards you. Just little circles with the knees. You can move the head gently from side to side, circling in the opposite direction. And then bringing the soles of the feet together on the floor, just to let the knees drop open again. So revisiting that pose we opened with, reclining version of butterfly. Just noticing if there's a difference in the hips, how they might be feeling. gently drawing the knees back together. And just very gentle rock and roll on the spine. If that doesn't work for you, if that feels too much sensation, just roll to your side. Just a couple of rocks and rolls to come up. Coming into a comfortable seat. Just letting the arms rest, hands can rest on the knees. And we'll close by bringing the palms together, gesture of connection. Namaste. Thank you.